Can you buy a house that's been on the market for 2 years without selling and then have success with it?
Yes, you can.
Hey guys, it's Chris Prefontaine. Welcome to another Deal Structure Sunday. I'm joined by one of our High Six associates and certified coaches, Mr. Link Ervin from North Carolina. Link, thanks for coming on again, buddy.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
Let's, for the audience, go through some basics. Source of this deal.
Okay, this deal was a non-owner occupied postcard I mailed out back in March.
Okay, so April, May, June, July, August. You're talking about eight months ago, 7 months ago ish.
Yep.
Okay, just so everybody knows, because this stuff takes time sometimes. So postcard, okay.
And he sat on the postcard for a few weeks, and in the process had actually just relisted. He didn't mean to relist, but the agent relisted it for him. And so, I mean, he stayed in contact with me about every month. He'd call and say, "Hey, you still interested in the house? Hey, you still interested in the house?" And
So here's a question for you. Wholesalers tend to, I'm picking on wholesalers again, the one check people, but they tend to send out tens of thousands of pieces of mail every month and tens of thousands of dollars. How many postcards did you mail on that batch?
the same I mail in every batch, about 100.
That's what I wanted to hear. I knew it was low. Good.
Yeah, I send about 250 a month postcards.
Very pointed.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. So he calls you back. Then what was it's been on the market. It was in the market with an agent for 2 years.
Yep.
Okay.
It was.
And what was the price on the market? The latest price?
They started at 139. The latest price was 99,000.
Wow, 40 grand.
Yep.
Okay.
But I mean,
So,
think about it. It's a $140,000 house.
is that thing like if a consumer looks up right now, a buyer on Zillow, what does that come out at?
About 130.
Nice. Okay. Now, okay. So what did you structure?
I agreed to buy it for $110,000.
110. You gave him a little premium for doing
Gave him a
terms.
little premium for terms, and I mean, I got his attention, and that's why he called me every month. He's on the market at between 109 and 99 or 104. I think they dropped it and then dropped it again. Gonna have to pay a realtor commission. Gonna
Yeah.
have to pay closing costs. And with me, he doesn't have to do any of that, and he gets a premium, and I'm getting a great deal as you're about to hear.
Okay. So a couple things for the viewers. We're going to show them why the extra, whatever you want to call it, 4 to 10 grand doesn't really matter when you have terms. Okay, so what was the what did you structure?
I structured a 48-month balloon, $400 a month, principal only payments.
Sweet. Okay, so 48 months is sweet no matter what what the terms are, what the price is. But let's do this out. $400 a month. What can this thing go to a tenant buyer for, roughly?
I've got it on the market right now at $995, and I'm getting some interest. I calculated at $850 in case I had to drop it $150. So at $850, it's going to be a $450 a month spread.
Really nice.
That's if I have to discount them.
Right.
And I actually have a buyer who says she has all the down payment and is asking if I'll work with her a little on the price. And I said, well, let's go look at the house again and make sure the house matters before we talk about the price. So,
get her emotionally in it. Yep.
Exactly.
I love it.
So,
All the hot points.
I may end up being at 950. I mean, I may, but I'm saying at 850, I'm pretty comfortable. I should be able to get that.
Right, because you might with her, right, Link? Tell me if you're thinking the same. You might with her play with the metrics of price versus monthly. If she's stuck on price, okay,
right.
I'll take in the monthly.
Well, she asked me about the price, and I said, well, I may have a little bit, but at this point, step one is let's go back and look at the house again. Let's make sure that you want the house before we worry about the money, because the money doesn't matter. And so, I don't. It may be a couple $1,000s. It may be $100 or $50 a month. I mean, I wasn't going to talk about money until I knew we had better commitment.
Okay, so there's a lot of cool, like, because you've done deals, this is why you're coaching, because you've done deals, a lot of cool pivots that you do automatically here. So I have another question I'm going to go back to. I forgot to ask you. You didn't make this contingent upon a buyer in this case because it was so small?
Not. I agreed to buy it. I paid the closing cost, the $2,057 closing cost. I went ahead and paid closing costs, and put the payment out 45 days, but I mean, it's not on contingent on anything. I wanted
Yeah.
this at $400 a month. I can rent it for $850, $900, $950, $1,000.
Yeah, and you can pay 2 months. Who cares? You got 45 days plus
Right.
2 months.
Right.
That's 100 days.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, and you've got on the market for how much, Link?
I've got on the market for 139 and 995 a month.
139. All right. So without me trying to play with it, what's payday? Well, payday one, you don't know yet, but you're shooting for how much with this lady?
15,000.
Yep. So about a little over 10% on a little house.
Yep.
And then payday two, if you add up that conservative without having had to discount, it comes out to 48 times 450 is what?
21.6.
How much?
21.6.
21.6. And then on the back end, you'll be left with what after you subtract the deposit?
34.2.
34.2. Okay, so this is interesting. What's that total?
$59,800 on a $2,057 investment.
Okay. So what's the return on that?
I'm not that good with math.
You know, this is a really cool deal because you don't lose any sleep over a $400 payment. All right.
Not at all. Not at all. And it's a cute little house. It needs a lot, but I mean, you could move into it and live in it right now. I mean, it's livable. It could use a lot. You know, the lady has handrails all around the house because she was, I bought it from the son of the mother who passed away. And I mean, you got to take the handrails down and maybe patch some wood, but I mean, you're going to paint anyway. So it's all superficial stuff. It's a home run. I mean, this, I don't know why it didn't sell. They had probably 50 people look at it. Nobody could get financed.
Well, okay. So you said something cool though. So I opened the video that the thing was on for 2 years, handrails outdated. The sun didn't touch it. That's fine. When you send someone in there on terms, they're tickled pink to go in there and fix that up.
That's exactly right.
So how much did you spend on taking the rails down and painting that house?
Nothing yet.
Right.
And don't plan to.
You'll probably pass it on to the buyer. You just tell them ahead of time.
That's right.
Yep. I love it. And okay, here's an important one too. So how long are you giving the buyer on the terms? Because you have 4 years.
I've got it advertised for 2, but I mean, you know, I've got another owner finance right now. I mean, they messed around and didn't sign up for credit repair right away. Credit's not bad. I mean, so I'm not really concerned about pressing them. They're in it now for 18 months. I'm not pressing them because I've still got 30 more months.
Right. So good for the viewers to hear this. So Link's in a position now at 24 months. If that's what he gave him, he could give him 36. But the point is, he's at a position when that ends to be in the driver's seat. He doesn't push him, but he got him pre-qualified. So at 24 months or 36 or whenever their lease up, if they're not cashing out, he can now go to them and do what? Totally renegotiate. He can up the price. He can change the monthly. He can do everything, or he can leave it alone, be nice and extend it. But the point is, he's in the driver's seat. I like it.
Right.
All right.
Yeah,
So
and that was exactly why I chose the 24 months.
So 110 grand house, and the total profit, all 3 paydays again, was what? So I can give the ratio.
$69,800.
Okay, so 70 grand on a 110 purchase.
And
I know that confuses people.
Did I pay too much?
It's crazy. I know this confuses people when we do these owner financing deals, but it's because of the massive principal pay down, guys. And so people say, does your method work if the market changes? Do you think Link really cares that with the principal pay down on this thing, if the market changes, he in this case, you could buy it. But and if they're all new students, I want them to know that they could do the same thing. They could have said, I'll close this in 60 days. The attorneys fuss around, and then my first payment's not due till 45 days. That's 105 days. If you can't sell a terms house in 105 days, you're missing something.
That's exactly right. If you thought enough of it to buy, and did I pay too much? I mean, I paid 110. I paid 10,000 more than they were asking at the moment. But a $70,000 deal, did I pay too much? Really?
Can't.
And you're exactly right. You can. And so, you know, I'm very excited about this one.
Good deal. Well, congrats. And I know you got some deals cranking with students, and for the viewers to know, I don't know what month you're going to be seeing this, but we do 2 events a year. Get to the event and get a chance to meet and rub elbows with Link and some of the other coaches and the other associates and really understand what our community is like. It's not just a program. It's not just an event. It's a community. It's a wicked smart community. We'd love to see you there. So you got the business scaling in April, and you got the QLS, Quantum Leap Systems Live. Good if I can remember my own events in September. And we'll all be there. Link, thanks for being on again, buddy, and congrats for your success.
Thanks, man.